Lick number 14, we're going to go to B flat, and the lick goes like this. That's it right there. You can do either one of those. So I'm going to start out going 8 or 6, 7 on the 3rd string, 6th fret of the 2nd string and the 1st string, like that, and then I'm going to bend the 8th fret of the 2nd string and then let it down to the 8th fret. So like that. Or something like that. I like that. There's a lick. So you can do a lot, endless variations with that. So look at the tab on that one. 8th fret of the 3rd string, and then that little phrase again, just like we did at the beginning. And that is lick number 14. 1st and 2nd strings. I can't remember what tune I got this from, but it's in B flat. And it goes something like this. And what I'm doing is just going from 6 to 8, and then twice on the 6th fret of the 1st string. So 6 to 8 on the 2nd string. Do that again. And then we do this. So 8, 6 on the 2nd string. And then 8, 6 on the 1st string. And then 8, 6 on the 2nd string to end it. So the whole thing. Like that. That's in key of B flat, and that is lick number 15. It goes like this. So what I'm doing is going from the 6th to the 7th frets, and then a little rake, just a quick downstroke, getting the 2nd and 1st strings at the 6th fret, and then right to the 8th fret of the 1st string, back to the 6th fret of the 1st string, and then 8, 6 on the 2nd string. It's that little rake in there that sounds cool. Like that. So that is lick number 16 in the key of B flat. And again, all these licks that I go through are just sort of beginnings, ideas that you can work in. You can mix them all together in endless possibilities. So we can take all these licks come up with all sorts of ideas for how to put together a solo or play stuff. So that's lick number 16, one of my all-time favorites. And it goes like this. And what I'm doing is going 9, 10 on the 2nd string. It's in C. Twice, hammer on. Same thing from 8 to 9 on the 3rd string. And then on the 10th fret of the 4th string, 1, 2, 3. So one more time. Heard Willie Johnson playing with Howlin' Wolf, and he does some of that. I wonder if he got that from Charlie Christian or not. So one more time. That's in the key of C. Again, all these licks you can move into different keys. Just stay in the 1st position blues box, and you got it. And I can't remember what song it's from, but it's in the key of C. And it goes like this. So he starts on the 10th fret of the 4th string, 8, 9 on the 3rd string, 8th fret of the 2nd string. That part that we've done before. Then he's going to go to the 11th fret of the 4th string, 9th fret of the 3rd string, back to the 8th fret of the 2nd string. So this lick. So the whole thing so far, which is really neat. And he's going to go 11, 10, 8 on the second string, 10th fret of the third string, 10th fret of the fourth string, and then 7 or 8, 9 on the third string. So one more time. And that is lick number 18 in the key of F. At least that's where I'm going to play it. Keep in mind that all of these licks can be played over whatever chord the song is in, as long as you're playing in the first position blues box. So it's an F. So he starts out with this double stop, pinky on the 4th fret of the first string, ring finger on the 3rd fret, and my first finger is at the 1st fret, 1st and 2nd string. Doing that double stop, 2nd and 1st string. 1st fret of the 1st string, 3, 2, 1 on the 2nd string. That's the first part. And then the last part, I'm going to go 1, 2 on the 3rd string, 1st fret of the 2nd string, 3rd fret of the 4th string. So the whole lick, you're playing an A. You can throw that in there. These are all awesome licks. That's number 19. And it goes like this. I don't know if I play that exactly like Charlie played it, but that's where I got the idea from. And we're playing in C. So I start out with that typical 8, 9 on the 3rd string, and then I'm going to go rake from the 2nd of the 1st string on the 8th fret, and then 2 more times. So that's the first part. And then on the 9th fret of the 1st string, and then end up on the 10th fret of the 1st string. So the whole thing, which I think is cool. That's lick number 20, key of C. Actually in C sharp. Can't remember which song it is, but the original's in C sharp. Goes like this. Again. One more time. So I'm going to start on the 9th fret. Again, 9, 10 on the 3rd string. To the 9th fret of the 2nd string. And then 11 to 12 on the 2nd string. Hold that a little bit, and then 1, 2, 3 on the 9. 9th fret of the 2nd string. So that lick, that's how it should be right there. That's number 21. That are not necessarily in the first position blues box, but I love them so much that I must share them with you. The first one is one of the greatest Charlie Christian licks ever, and I'm going to play it in the key of F. And the song, when it goes over the 4, can't remember which tune this comes from, but I used this in a solo I played recently on a song that we recorded. And when the song goes over the 4, I'm going to play over the 4. So it's an F, but I'm going to play over the B flat. And listen to the lick, and then I'll break it down for you. A little sloppy, let me do it again. How awesome is that? And I'm really playing over the F, and I'm starting out sliding from the 5th to the 6th fret on the 2nd string. That's pretty easy. Then I'm using my 2nd finger for that on purpose, because I'm going to need my 1st finger free. 7th fret of the 3rd string. Back to the 6th fret of the 2nd string, and then listen to this pattern and use the tab. first time. And then I'm going to go to the 6th fret. 8, 5 on the first string. So I'll do that again slowly. That is awesome. And basically I'm just going from the 6th fret of the 2nd string to the 7th fret of the 3rd string, and then I'm on here I'm going. One more time. And then playing over the F9, going 8, 10, actually 10, 8 on the 2nd string, and then 10, 9, 8 on the 3rd string. Love this. So one more time. So we're playing in F. So whatever the 4 is, we're just playing over that. And there's a really neat Charlie Christian lick that I use when we play some swing stuff. It's in C, and this is a Charlie Christian idea. I'm not sure if I play this exactly like he did, but I got this idea from him. I start out with my first finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string and my pinky on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, and I do this descending thing. And that is an idea that I developed from listening to Charlie Christian. So I start out with that double stop with the 5th and the 8th frets, 1st and 2nd string. Then I just walk it up or down. With my pinky, I substitute my ring finger on the 7th fret of the 2nd string, and I'm playing a double stop for the first 2 licks. And then I go to single string runs, 6, 5, 6, 5 on the 2nd string, 5th fret of the 3rd string, and then 7, 6, 5 on the 4th string, like that. 6, 7 on the 4th string to the 5th fret of the 3rd string. So that whole lick, that's my little thing. It sounds pretty close to what Charlie Christian does on a number of songs, but that's like my take on it. I missed one note. That's it right there. So you gotta go 7, 6, 5 on the 4th string. One more time. There she goes. So that is lick number 23. Lick number 24 is an F, and it goes like this. What I'm doing there is we're playing an F, and I'm playing over the 2nd bar chord shape. I've got my first finger, so this is an F double stop with my first finger on the 8th fret of the 1st string, 3rd finger on the 10th fret of the 2nd string. And what I'm doing is I've got my first finger getting both the 1st and 2nd strings at the 8th fret. And then I'm doing this from the 9th to the 10th, and then on the 2nd string, and then getting the 8th fret of the 1st string. Like that. Then I'm going 8 to 10 on the 1st string. So the whole thing. Now I'm doing an octave lick. And I've got my pinky on the F, which is at the 13th fret of the 1st string. And then I've got my first finger on this other F, which is the 10th fret of the 3rd string. And I'm pinching them with my pick getting the 3rd string and my 2nd finger getting that. I could also play it just strum down and mute the second string with your first finger. Just barely touch it and mute it. Like that. So you could play it like this. Which may be how he plays it. But I like to do the octave. Or play it however you want to do it. So this part, and then he goes into something else after that, but it's a neat lick to kick off a solo or play at the end of a solo or even use as a fill. So that is number 24. Last Charlie Christian idea. These last four, I've gone away from the first blues box and just showing you some licks that I use. One that I like is one that goes like this. And he has a couple songs where he does these chromatic runs. And what I'm doing, it's in the key of F. So here's an F, second position bar chord. I'm starting at the top of that. Pee Wee Crayton used to use a lick like this. And I'm just going backwards the other way. So we're going 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm sliding into it going 6, 8. I can use my pinky or whichever finger works for you. Pinky is best. Then I'm going from the 5th fret of the first string to the 6th fret of the second string, 7th fret of the third string. That minor chord shape. So the whole thing, that's a typical Charlie Christian type thing. Whoops. Then I'm going from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the third string, and then 5 and 6 on the second string. So it's like this. One thing I do with that sometimes is I play a double stop at the end. So I play this. Adds a little more zip to it. And I'm just going this position with my first finger on the 4th fret of the first string, second finger on the 5th fret of the second string, and then moving it up, or moving it up one. So one more time slowly. Or. And that's one that I use, and the idea for that I got from Charlie Christian song Somewhere. So there's 25 different ideas, 21 ideas in the first blues box that you can move around anywhere. And trust me, there's a lot more. If you sit and listen to Charlie Christian's music, you'll hear tons and tons of variations on each of those ideas. Then I threw in 4 that I just like to use. I use those mostly when I'm playing swing, and every now and then I get to play with a band or record some stuff with a band, and I get to play some of that stuff, which I really like. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Again, those aren't necessarily note for note from Charlie Christian's playing. Those are ideas that some of them I've adapted to playing my way, partly because I'm not as good a guitar player as Charlie Christian, obviously, but it's simple, and he had so many great and creative ideas in that first blues box. You can give your playing a lot of variety by messing around with that. I'll be back again in a couple months with another profile of another great electric blues guitar player, some of their classic licks or explanations of their style, and I will see you again at that time.